don't slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made a killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end.
A double dip for the Bills at MetLife Stadium. It's the coach. This is week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, the Bills played the Jets at MetLife Stadium last weekend. Now they get their shot at the Giants on the same field. I'll talk to you again at halftime with a look at games in progress. But first, it's up to Jazzy. Standing by, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from mid. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. The numbers there for Brown from a week ago. He was the focal point. Big game, up over 200 yards and a score.
And one thing I do know, when you put up numbers like that, the next team you're going to play, unless they're extremely arrogant, all they're thinking is, what can we throw at him that's going to be different and is going to knock him off his game?
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They will run with Singletary. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air, Allen, man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
31. Get ready.
This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was over.
That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. These two teams all tied after 1. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Allen to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And that's caught by Beasley. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, but now it's 3rd and goal. Allen now on 3rd and goal. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He's going deep for Brown, and he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Singletary to get the drive started. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's a 3rd-round pick, not rounds 1 or 2, but this franchise, they think he can be something with time.
There were a few teams that thought he would go in the 1st round, late in the 1st round. He ends up sliding to the 3rd. So a lot of teams think now maybe this group got a steal. They've got a chance to have a really good player here if he can develop.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Got a man, it's Brown.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. He'll run it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Hauschka missed it. Wide to the right. It's no good. And this score was...
Here we go.
So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground. Throwing now is Allen.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that, but they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Allen going to give this one to Singletary, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and high fives for that. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go right back to Singletary. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Allen's throw into the hands of Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Allen. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Singletary. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. This will be caught by Brown. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Singletary. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
to the ground, this time with Gore. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Frank Gore, his second. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? They'll run on first down. Singletary. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. On third down, they go with Singletary. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bills, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Start your week by installing your game plan.